Sup peeps, 9 orders going out, but today I need to start with an apology. Um, Actually, I'll get to that in a wee minute, but let's say 9 orders going out, a few bundles, a few singles. We'll have a rattle through them. And I think I've got a couple of comments to respond to as well, so we'll see if we can get in about those. But first order, do a couple of orders and then we'll get in some other stuff. The first book going out is Ursula K. Le Guin, and that's the Earthsea Quartet, so paperback in good condition, and that sold for $11.99. Nice sale to start the day, so it was. And then we have another single book, kind of 3 singles at the start of the day and then on to the bundles. This is The Woman Who Lied by Claire Douglas. Again, nice, good condition, actually unread condition to be honest. Paperback book, and that sold for £7.48. So another nice one. A lot of Penguin books going out at the moment. Right, I'll do the other single book that sold, which was one of the Vampire Diaries books, so The Fury and the Reunion by L.J. Smith. Again, good condition. I did pick these up quite often for a wee while. I've got a big stack. They don't go particularly fast, so I don't grab them as often as I used to do unless they're in really, really good condition. But that one went for £5.98. So they're just selling for like $1.99 plus postage. Right, apology, and we'll do this. Let me just make sure I'm getting the details right here, which is clicking a button. Yes, so Bradley, who bought a bundle of 4 books a day or so ago, some classic literature. There was Catch-22 by Joseph Heller in there, The Buried Giant, a couple of others. I think there was maybe a Homer, I don't know. Anyway, Bradley, you selected next day DPD. When I've gone through in the postage and done the post, it's got caught up and gone out Royal Mail, so massive apologies there. Obviously I've refunded the difference in the postage, so that should be back with you, if not already, very, very soon. So really sorry about that. I always double check how things have to be posted, and I've no idea how I've managed to miss that, so really, really sorry on that one. Won't be with you today, but it should be with you tomorrow. So Bradley is a viewer, possibly a subscriber as well, and I'd ordered 4 books, then got in touch after the fact to say that he'd seen the videos and I'd ordered the books. So anyone who's buying stuff from me when you're watching these videos, leave us a wee note on eBay, just so I can say hello and thank you very much for your purchase. But there's another wee story behind that. Bradley's actually quite famous in the adventuring world, shall we say. Bradley was the first person to reach the South Pole in 2014, powered by hamsters. Fascinating. It was a huge international thing at the time because he was up against Georgios Christakis. I think that's how you pronounce it, from Cardiff. So it was Scotland versus Wales to be the first individual, not a team, individuals to reach the South Pole powered purely by hamsters. So absolutely phenomenal achievement. And yeah, I believe Netflix, I've been told, I don't know if it's true, but I've been told Netflix are looking to do a mini series around it. Ice Hamster, that's the working title, and they're looking at, Gerard Butler to play Bradley in that series. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. It could be an absolute belter. We'll have to wait and see. So again, apologies Bradley, they'll be with you tomorrow, and I will double treble check all my postage today to make sure that they go out using the right service. Anyway, let's look at the next sale. Simon Scarrow. 2 Simon Scarrow hardbacks, both first editions, and I always charge a wee bit more for the first editions, so they sold for £18.39 for those 2 books. Obviously, good condition, and they are heading out. Where are they going to? DN21, so that's where they're going. Anyway, that was another of yesterday's sales really. Right, we've got a big heavy bundle going next, and these are bit of weight in these ones. 3 Daniel Steele hardcovers and 2 Ken Follett Follies. Ooh, nearly dropped that in my toes. We've got Never, The Evening and the Morning, which I just picked up on Sunday. Happiness, 1 billion copies sold. That is phenomenal, isn't it? 1 billion copies of Daniel Steele's books are floating about in the world. 1 in 7 people, something like that, have got a copy of that book in theory. What's that one? Second Act and Palazzo. So you'll see Daniel Steele all the time. Really common, but as I've said before, they're really common for a reason. People like them, people buy them. She's got hundreds of titles out there. It seems like she has 3 or 4 books a year published, kind of minimum. So yeah, they're worth picking up. They don't go for masses, huge amounts of money, but they will sell quite regularly. So if you can get them cheap, pick them up, stack them up, and they'll do well. So it was £16.49 for that bundle of 5 books. Next, we've got a wee Bernard Cornwell bundle. So again, said the other day, I haven't sold these in ages, but when you do sell, they usually go bump, 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 and go out the door in chunks. So we've got another 5 of these going. We've got The Bloody Ground. There's another one. Copperhead. So I think they're both Starbuck Chronicles, something like that. And then we've got 3 Sharps. So Sharp's Battle, Sharp's Siege, and Sharp's Company. And the 5 of them sold for £12.54. Alright. Another bundle. This time another of the authors that just sells really consistently. Michael Connolly. 5 Michael Connolly paperbacks for £12.99. We've got 9 Dragons, A Darkness More Than Night, The Wrong Side of Goodbye, Lost Light, and Drunk Music. So a cracking bundle, because bundles sell. Right, I said there was a couple of comments that I wanted to respond to. Right, first up, Lucky Sixpence. So first of all, thank you for your support, thanks for watching. And what packaging do you use for posting books? Okay, I cover this occasionally as we go. These are what I use. I get little bags from eBay, which are good for like 1, 2, 3 books. You know, you can get 3 pretty normal size paperbacks in with that, or single books or DVDs or whatever it might be. And then we've got bigger grey bags that I get on Amazon. There's actually a link to where I buy these from in the description of the video most days. 14 inches by 16 inches, 350 by 400 millimeters, 100 bags, and it's about £8.20 for 100 bags. And you can get 6 paperbacks in there, 3 hardcovers, so they're kind of ideal for most of what I do. And they all get wrapped up in this stuff. So I get 200 metre rolls of bubble wrap. Again, I get them off of eBay. It's about 25 quid for the 2 rolls. There are cheaper options for buying your bubble wrap, but I tried a few different companies, and the other ones that I tried were, you pay for 100 metres and you're getting, I think the average was about 70 metres was the actual full size of the roll. So that's way too little. I went back to one of the companies once and they gave me a refund on the difference, but the, it didn't change what they were sending for the start, and they're all roughly the same, so I don't know how companies measure these things or whatever. This company, I haven't checked it in a wee while, it's a bit of a hassle, but it's usually kind of closer to the 90 metres, so you're still not getting the 100 metres that you're paying for. There's issues with that, but it's an awful lot closer, so I pay a wee bit more and get closer to what I'm actually buying, so that's quite good. So the books get wrapped up in a bubble wrap, wee bit of tape on them, then they go into the bags and get delivered well. With a bigger bundle, such as these, they'll get bubble wrapped, and then I wrap them up in card, just to give it a bit of secure protection, and they go out like that. So that's what I use and how I use the packaging for those things going out. So lucky, was it lucky sixpence? Yes, lucky sixpence. I hope that is helpful. And also the other question was, can I ask, if you do a multi-listing, how you work out postage for them? So Lorraine McParland, Partland 6572. So again, thanks for watching, Lorraine, really appreciate it. I don't work out the postage as such. I simply have a flat rate postage, $3.99 regardless of the size of the order. So I know that 5 paperbacks typically will go out under 2 kilos, so the $3.99 covers that. If somebody buys, for example, those 5 hardcovers again, now that's going to be £6 to £7 to get those posted out, but I don't charge any more on the postage. It's still just that $3.99 flat rate. But with hardcovers, a lot of the big sellers will be charging £3 for a paperback, $3.20 for a hardcover. I charge £4 for a hardcover because it means that if somebody does buy a bundle of them, the extra few quid you get from that sale covers the additional postage, so that you're still making the same amount of money on each order. So that's, you could say, how I work out postage when I'm doing the bundles. Simply a flat rate, but I price everything else accordingly so that I'll still make the same money on a deal. I pay the same for that as I do for that when I'm picking them up, so I'm not making more by selling these for more. I'm simply covering the extra postage cost because they tend to be heavier items as they go out. So I hope that makes sense. Anyway, next sale, next order. Only got a couple to go. Lego gadgets. Picked this up again just on Sunday. It's never been opened. It's all still sealed up, taped across the Lego bit. There's lots of, I don't know if I will show you these, but I shall try. Come on. There we go. So there's cutouts and templates for making different things in the books. Yeah, so I just saw, oh, it's a wee Lego book. Didn't really see much more about it at the time, but that is sold for £10. So a nice wee extra sale. That isn't strictly a book, but it fits roughly within the whole bookish theme, shall we say? Yes, let's say that. Right, last sale for the day is a stack of mostly vintage Stephen King. We've got The Shining from, does it say there? 1987, I think this is. Yes, 1987 edition of The Shining. Finders Keepers, obviously a much more modern edition because it's a newer book. We've got the 84 Dolores Claiborne. Is that 1980? No, sorry, not 1984. It didn't come out in the 80s, it came out in the 90s. 1993, first edition, paperback. Tommyknockers, which is 1989. Yeah. First edition, 1989, paperback. And Christine from 1984. So not a first edition, but a fairly early edition nonetheless. Oh no, it's the first. 1984 was the first. Apologies. Another first edition paperback. So a nice wee bundle. And that has sold for £24.95. So not a bad sale to finish up the run. Might be another couple of sales come in before my cut off in an hour for doing the post. But those £9, £120, so not a huge sales day by any stretch of the imagination. A third of that to eBay, a third of that in post, so about £40. But it'll take me 15 minutes to get that lot packed up. So from that point of view, a reasonably profitable day. Anyway, that's pretty much it for now. I'm thinking of changing the channel name. At the moment it's just Rancid Gonzo, and when I was picking something out, years ago when I first set this up to watch videos on YouTube, I was like, okay, favourite band's Rancid at the time, favourite Muppet is Gonzo, so it just got called Rancid Gonzo. But I think I might have to change it over to bundles of books just to make it a bit more relevant to what I'm on here blethering on about every day. Yeah, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, but I'll let you know when I change it, just in case anybody, I don't think it affects anything, but I'll keep you updated on that one anyway. Alright, that is all for today. A wee short one. I'll let you get on with it. Love you. See ya. Bye.